Greetings Tilapian comrades and welcome back to Songs of Six. Today's adventure takes us to the aforepromised laboratory. I know that we talked about it last week, but we got distracted by the nursery and the bakery. But today we are going to plan the laboratory. I am noticing this though. I'm noticing this grain not get picked up. And so I'm wondering if maybe it's a good idea to make a granary in order to store the grain at priority. Because here we have a warehouse. The warehouse does have 100% workload, and this warehouse stores all sorts of things. So that means these people are constantly carrying stuff around. And I was just thinking that it might be an idea to create a warehouse here that is essentially just for grain, and that should enable us to sort of store all of that and then transport it over. Okay, so here's a little blob. It does include the storage. One of the things that I really want for the Amevian district, I really want it to look like it's just little mud blobs kind of stuck together. I think that's it's very important. The Amevians have that vibe. For me, I don't know. It just feels that way. It just feels like that's how they would build. And we can make it happen. We're going to make a little bit of dirt around here. And then this is going to be the granary. So I think we can get this done. And it'll be nice. I do wonder if there's a way to just make another door here. Or if it'll be like, it's poorly insulated. Which is so annoying. I feel like a granary or something. I mean, it probably will only have one entrance in real life. But remember in Caesar 3, where they had the granary that had like access from all sides? That's what I want. I want them to be able to bring stuff in and then take stuff out at the same rate. Is there any information about like rooms or insulation? Let's try insulation. Nope, no information about insulation. Oh well. Well, let's make this out of dirt so that we can get a few more Amevians as well. We've really scaled down the amount of clay diggers that we can have here, but that's okay because we don't really need all of them, but we get a couple more people working in the pottery and in all of these locations. I think it's gonna be very nice. We can basically have another pottery across the road. For now, let's have this happen. Okay. So while they're working on that, we should think about the laboratory. How big does it have to be? The laboratory was in administration. So we're just going to do this. And we're going to ask the stations, what shape are you? Ooh, I kind of like this as a central station in a circle. So it's going to need furniture and it's going to need wood. And it can have up to 4 workers this way. Is that enough? If we use a circle about that big? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it the way that we talked about earlier, where we make the room and then we figure out what we're going to put in it, like what circle size it's going to be. Now, I think, should we make it here or should we move down? Because I did say at some point it would be a good idea to expand somewhere other than just in the direction of the Amevians, to not just have a horizontal city. But for now, I think we're going to do it over here. So let's go. Administration laboratory. We're going to remove walls for now. And we're just going to plan this out. Do we want 6 workers or 4? I feel like I've been pretty wild with the amount of workers. It is interesting that in this case, they don't really care about any efficiency. So we don't have to worry about that at all. I think this shape really lends itself to a circle. So the laboratory can be pretty small. That is interesting. So if that's the shape we need, then we can get a lot done here. we can just start like this. And let's say we want a wall. What are you doing? Okay. That was concerning. I thought you were dying or something. And if we want a circle, let's make it 8 by 8. And then we're gonna start nibbling away at it. Actually, maybe let's move it down like this. Okay, and then we start nibbling away. I think we could nibble this much. And then, oh, never mind. Yeah, it's angry at me now. Okay, it needs to be a little bigger. Fine. So we nibbled this much. That was too much nibbling. This is it. Everything seems to be this size. It's all of these. They're the same. And it kind of doesn't look that good when all the circles are exactly the same size. There is room for like side stations if we just make it a little bit bigger so that we could expand it in future. If we go one further out, let's try it. Okay, a revolutionary new shape. Not a full circle, sort of an oblong. And I was gonna already place the stations here, the extra ones, but because it's gonna really change the amount of maintenance, if we look at this versus this, it's 1.5 versus 75. So it's double the maintenance. I think this is probably better. We're also gonna make this out of wood, of course. Oh, Jesus. And yeah, there it is. I think this is it for now. This is gonna be our laboratory. And now, because we have the shape, we can pause. Oh, right, we need the door. There's the door. We can pause. And then what I'm gonna do is copy. Is there a hotkey for this? We're gonna copy you there for a moment. Clear this. And then copy again. And we could just bring it in closer. I do want to keep mind for decorations and stuff. And we're gonna put it right there. And the fact that it's a big empty room, I'm gonna be at peace with for now. I know that I'm not supposed to be making big empty rooms, but I just feel like I want it expandable in case we want to hire more people in here later. And it's a laboratory. I think it's a pretty unique building in terms of, I'm not assuming that we're going to have a laboratory every 5 steps. So I think that's going to be fine. Now let me open decorations. And let's decorate a little bit. I think everybody deserves a little bit of decoration. We've sort of been neglecting it for a moment. All of these new buildings, as you can see, they don't have decorations. So I'm gonna go, and we used to go haphazard with them, but I'm just gonna put them in every little corner here. And same over here. And I think they're gonna be very happy with that. We also don't have decorations in this neck of the woods, literal neck of the woods, which I mean, there are trees. We are in nature, so there's trees right there. So if they want decorative trees, I don't know what to tell them. But here we go. And, oh yeah, we did erase these trees earlier while we were looking at maybe expanding over here. So let's just fix this up. Lovely. And speaking of decorations, I do think maybe a flame every now and then. The tilapis don't really care about flame. But I know that other people do. They kind of miss it. The Amevians told us earlier, they were like, oh, it would be really nice if there was a little bit of fire somewhere. So we're going to do this and this. And then over here in the Amevian district, we can also make sure that they get a little bit of fire. Actually, I kind of want them to finish building what they're building. Maybe I'll just place this light here for now. We can always delete it later if we build a house here, if we maybe make the thing as promised. The expanded pottery. Alright. We've got some lovely decorations. Now let's make them build. Our trees are going down again, so let's just fell a couple extra trees. Over here, really, we don't... We could go in here to chop trees. For some reason, I don't know why, but I only like to cut the big ones. I don't know if it actually matters. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I do think it's cool to cut the big ones, leave the small ones be. It probably won't last, this ideology. But we shall see. Alright, let's spin them round. They're doing so much faster when you do this. Okay, pause. Ooh, this is done. Now, just to make it a little bit blobbier, remember to make them diagonal. I just have such a strong belief that the Amevians would just be so blobby. Blobby Amevians. Now, we could... Are there Crotonians working here? Because we could totally hire some Crotonians to live in here. Because Crotonians love to farm, don't they? Wow, look at Maria Lloyd. She's Angie. This is like their biggest blob, but you know what I'm gonna do? I am just gonna expand it even more. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's too rectangular here, and it needs some blobbiness. And even here, we'll probably add a blob later. And in that case, we can just do this, and we can delete that and do this. Let's go. Sorry, guys. I know you were just finished. Wait, are we making it? Yeah, we're making it out of mud. Nice. Wood constructions happen in here. I don't want to hit 150 people yet, but we can totally expand a little bit. So are these homes all done now? Okay. I'm so sorry to all of you that you tried to move closer. But this is not your district. There you go. Oh no, not slaves. Regular people. There. This is where Amevians are gonna live. Don't get it twisted. And speaking of Amevians, how much space do we have for them? 14? Let's see how many want to come in. I'm gonna allow 6. Just to keep them... just to let them know they are not all gonna be allowed to come in here. Okay, and for them, we're also gonna say 6. Hopefully we had enough space for the tilapies. Yeah. Okay, cool. Next tier of progression. Where do I see this again? Status? Uh-oh, military. Training ground. Yeah, that's... I wanna stay a little bit under that for a bit. Which is now concerning because we have a nursery, so people are gonna be babies. There's gonna be babies. Tell me about the janitor. Where is my janitor? Workload 82%. Okay. I thought it would hit 100 now. You guys building? Need more wood? Need more stone? We do need that stone gathering, but how are we gonna do that? It's across the map. What we could do is establish a little colony there. Who loves to gather stone, though? I'm not getting dwarves. Dondorians? No, thank you. Properties? No. Question mark? Yes. Oh, yeah. This is where we find out. Because you could just mouse over it and it tells you. Okay, so... Stone mining. So they hate stone mining. The Tilapis, they would rather be dead than mine a little bit of stone. Now, those blue boys, Cantors, they love... Oh, no, wait. They don't love it. Nobody loves it. Everybody kind of hates working in the stone mines. Okay, nobody feels that fulfilled with it. I guess the dwarves do feel okay with it. Maybe we do get the dwarves. Oh, God. So everybody hates mining? That's so interesting. So do we just try and force a little Dondorian district here? Oh boy. Well, that's something for future Lelling to worry about. Not me. A little mining colony. Oh god, they'll be so depressed. Living that far away from the city. We're gonna make you diagonal. Boop. Lovely. For now, we're gonna be gathering stone by hand. Clear the rock. Stop having it be there. There's a lot of rock to clear, so it's fine. And these are just the pebbles. There's bigger amounts of rocks somewhere. I just don't remember where. Oh, there! Yeah, there's a lot of rock over there. I say for now, these are just like a little bit of pick up the pebble type situation. Alright, let's let them work. I love this. That stone is burning. Yeah, we don't have any stone right now. We need more stone. We gathered all of it and it wasn't enough. So it is clear that you guys are going to have to clear even more of it. Oh, this is built. Okay, our laboratory is built. So now it consumes clay. Insufficient workers allocated. Well, I can... Oh, you're still waiting for workers to allocate themselves. Okay. Is there a reason why there's only 2 workers here? Right, let's see what we can spend innovation on. Proper burial, entertainment, blood sport, posh relief. What does that mean? Fancy markets. A better looking stall makes the goods contain well within the worth well with the price. And okay, it does kind of have a tree. I feel like doing this would be so nice because at this point it feels like we are just making people be very, very much thrown into a pit, you know? For now, I'm gonna wait until some science comes in so that we actually see this happening. Still nothing. All right, let me make some roads. Some roads while the people work. So in terms of future plans, I guess, yeah, getting a supply of rocks is a really good call. Where are all the rocks? They have been clearing them. Let's see, are you guys clearing these rocks? Okay, so they just are not being collected. This is again the problem with this mass warehouse. that it just has 100% workload, and that's not ideal. And we definitely need to remove some things from it. Like, for example, I think we should just make grain go out to another place, much like the yeah, we should just make grain come over here. And then we should probably have one for fruit as well, like a granary just for fruit, something just for cotton. If we made this bigger, we could have had it work better. Let's see. We are getting fabric. And can we employ a few more tailors? We're getting fabric, but we don't have clothes, I don't think. Where are clothes on this? Down there, yeah. 122. Okay, so you consume 7. You produce 18. So there's definitely more room here for people to be crafting and doing stuff. This warehouse will become just a grain storage. And we're gonna hire one person. 2 people? Granary. We'll see how the workload is. It's probably not a big workload during most of the year. Prioritize fetching. Pull source. Click to issue an order to pull from another storage site. Aha! So you can set sources. Workers will fetch all odd resources from the ground and from production rooms. Okay, so here, you guys don't need grain anymore. Sorry. Drop it on the ground. And then really, kind of wish we had built it into the bakery. Just built a grain storage into the bakery. I think that would have been a pretty great idea. A pretty grain idea. I'm gonna see myself out. Did any science come in? Hey, we made our first technology points, everybody. Huzzah! I don't have like, I need like a soundboard. I can do like, ta-da! The little Windows cheer. Okay, what are we upgrading first? I feel like getting these upgrades might be interesting. Healthcare does feel like a good direction to go into. Here we have fight pits. 2 men beat each other bloody. That's what I do in my spare time. Tombs. Ooh, shrine upgrades. This is the religion section. Oh! Oh no, there's so much more to discover than I thought. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Food stalls. Restaurants. Ah, okay, so I kind of prefer Sixians. That's the word. I didn't know what a citizen of 6 would be called, but now we know. Okay, so a tavern. How do we make drinks? Okay, let's look at architecture. There is so much. There is a lot to discover. Pillars. Can we use pillars for supports though? Can we use them in both ways? Statues. Roads. Fungus road. Moat, pond, pool. Useful when the water is just too far away. Luckily we don't have that problem right now. Organization. What do we need in order to get it? We don't know, but it's empire related. Fancy hearth. Luxurious hearth. Also, this is an up arrow. I thought this was just a turd on this person's face, but I just noticed that these are on all of the upgrades. Okay, that's good to know. Soldiering, archery. See, this is very interesting to me. There's archery, industrial crops, basic farming, herb farming, mushroom farm, opiate farm. In the affected industries. Oh. Results in more workers needed in these things. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that that's also very interesting, because so you need more workers for the same size farm. Orchard tools. Tools. Can we make tools? Basic orchards. Farming tools. Whoa, so we can make a lot of tools and stuff. Okay, that's very interesting. Tree specialists. I mean, I kind of feel like we are that, aren't we? Tree specialists. This is quite fun. Wood cutting. Oh, woodcutter tools. So these are just tools. Where do I increase? There's so much. There's so much tech, you guys. It just keeps coming. Oh, carpenters. There we go. That's probably a good idea to get, isn't it? Crude crafting tools. But do we have to make the tools? How do you even start on this journey? Okay, let's diversify our food. Let's get mushroom domestication. And then we're also going to improve our farming. What about the meat hunting? Is that a thing anywhere? Didn't seem like it. There's this stuff in military, but that doesn't affect the hunting. There's a laboratory upgrade, which seems like a good idea. Or maybe we get the library? Librarians toil to assist their laboratories by preserving existing knowledge. Oh yeah, look, there's knowledge. So innovation and knowledge are two separate things. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we're learning so much. Should we just do small boosts? I like to unlock something. We unlocked mushroom farming. Bowyer could be a thing. Smithy. Fancier roads. Crude crafting tools. So what is this? What does it mean to get the tools? That's not explained anywhere. Oh, more domestication. Oh, there's the hunting bonus. That's a tiny hunting bonus, but we can get that. Oh wait, there's multiple levels of it? Oh, are these have multiple levels? Oh, that's fun. I didn't realize that. Okay, cool. So we can also do this for the fish. A fish? You can disable the technology. Oh. Alright. Auroch domestication and Onks and Globdian. Now, let's take a look around, because I do think we have... Is these Onks? Hello? Wait, where's the Onks? Is there one Onks? Oh, that's a Smilodon. Onks. Stubborn Beast. Makes wool. We want leather. There's the aurochs. We definitely want to get aurochs domesticated, right? Let us try. So we are going to get auroch pasture, produce meat and plentiful pelts. Livestock is needed. So I don't know how you get livestock. Can you catch them? Oh, our guys actually love auroch farming. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that. Yeah, let's get the auroch stuff then. So, technology, auroch domestication. Yay! And then can I just copy this this thing? Oh, I cannot change it to be something that it isn't. Okay, well then we'll do it by hand. Does it matter where you put a pasture? Do pastures have a preferred... Oh, they do have preferred stuff. So this is the ideal moisture. Oh, they only care about moisture. So if you put them here, they still have the moisture. There's nowhere where they don't have... Oh, there's a little bit of like less moisture. Okay. Well, that's good. We can put them somewhere. For now, I think we can honestly just put them over here. Let me try and clone this area. Clone this shape. How big did we make it? Is this the size? That do be the size. Okay. There it is. Let's build it. Livestock. Can you put livestock in a warehouse? Oh, that's interesting. Also, I'm pretty sure that we do have... Yeah, we have a fruit and cotton place already. Fruit and cottonry. These guys have a 100% workload. I'll just let them work for a bit longer though. I want to see if they can get it eventually. So the fruit and cottonry, 50-50 fruit and cotton. It's kind of full of fruit. Have we upgraded you already? I don't want you collecting infinite fruit anymore. You can have 1 crate of fruit. Do you have 1 crate of mushroom? You do. Yeah, I want to give them a little bit more specific workloads. And I think, obviously early on, you kind of want to gather everything from all over the world. Right now, what I'm interested in... Oh, look, there's all our livestock. That's great. Are we using up all our pottery? We can say pull source. Can they pull from each other? The order is cyclic. Resources will be moved back and forth. Okay, fair enough. No. Oh, you could even order specific stuff. Okay, we're gonna do that. I know what I want. And I know what I need. First of all, I need the game to calm down for a little bit. Slow down. Remove this. And let's first set up the mushroom farm. I like our fruit orchard, and I'm wondering if we should set up another. We have a net minus of fruit. Fruit orchards, very effective, way more effective than fruit farms. And our guys love orchards. So room copier. Are they going to be less efficient here because it's some of this less nice area? Alright, hold on. How far up do we go? It's kind of hard to see over there. But I think this is the place. They're about equally spaced from each other. Neat. And then you go up as well. This is kind of the furthest extent we're gonna go. Leaning away from the mic to look at the thing. Yeah. So just straight up. And there we go. Double the orchards. And that should create a positive supply of fruit. We have a good supply of bread. Now, I assume that not everybody loves bread, actually. Let's go ahead and ask them. We're learning a lot about who likes what, you know? That's gonna be under services, access. They're okay with bread. Humans and Crotonians are the ones that love bread, so they're probably gonna be the first to go for it. And the Amevians, they just love fish. Right. So we've added that. We've added 2 more orchards. Jesus, that's a lot of things we've just added. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, now I want to add mushrooms. So let's put together a mushroom farm. So a mushroom farm seems to desire a mountain and a room. That's interesting. Do you guys like it here? Do these guys, can they be farming mushrooms? Can this be an additional Amevian thing? It's not exactly a mountain. Farmers. How big for one farmer? Is this anything? Is this a mushroom farm? For one person? Who loves to farm mushrooms? Do Amevians care for mushroom farming? Give me your occupation information. Work priorities, Jesus. Mushroom farms. There they are. Fulfillment. 50% as much as everybody else, although their skill is not amazing. Humans are kind of the best. Oh, humans and these guys. Okay, well then maybe we don't put that here. Maybe we put it somewhere else. Maybe we give it to them here. Okay, I decided to push the mushrooms here because this is where they had the moisture that they liked. So we are going to be absolutely doing that here. No more deciding and changing our mind. That's what's happening. And then also we're adding 2 more houses here. And I'm going to make these 2 houses anyone's game. Anybody can move in here, except maybe Tilapis. Tilapis don't want to live here. Can you exclude a specific race? I guess you could just say anybody can move in. Because yeah, I think like over here things are starting to get a little busier. So for sure we want to make it so that people can move in. Is this just a hole in the wall? This is just a hole in the wall. But like it's good otherwise. Okay, here's what I think we do. But is this not just gonna interrupt it? When do they become growed? When do the children be becoming growed? We shall see. Oh, they're gonna run out of fish, so rest in peace, these children, I guess. We should probably make another fishery, since that's the case. Fishery. Although, I guess you could just expand an existing one. Whoa. That's a lot of materials. Alright. Fish, fish, fish. So, the fisheries can kind of be from wherever. I do think we need to leave some space here for a bridge, because we don't want to just have the one bridge across, you know? So we'll make a little bit of space for a bridge here, and then we can have as many fishermen as we like. They can't be across like that. Oh, we could fish on the other side. That's totally a thing we could be doing. Alright, so we could leave a little bit of space for another bridge over there. 3 fishermen. Yeah. Just gonna be 3 fishermen here, I think. And this doesn't do... Oh, it does make some more fish. I thought it's just the... Does it change the production? Oh, it does. I thought it was just the deep sea that does that, but no. I guess that one does it way more. Okay, that's good to know. All right. So, if we make room for a bridge over there, we gotta make sure that we actually have room for a road too. So we're gonna do it like this. And then here is where we're gonna put the storage. Or should we put it here? There's room here for storage, so you don't need this land. You do not need this land. So how did we make this storage? This storage is really cool because there's boats next to it. So I say put storage here. Put auxiliaries here. Uh-huh. Ooh. And we can have something here. Or like here. There we go. Construct. Alright, good luck to all of you while you build that. And why is that a hole? Why is there a hole? Hole. There's a nice little well. We're gonna remove that. Oh, that's cancel jobs. Do I have a smart remove linked anywhere? I don't think I do. Cobblestone Road. Forest Plaza. What's it made of? Oh, polished stone. Everything is polished stone, probably. Paved road. I mean, everybody just kind of loves crystal water. Oh, okay. So these are the different ones. So fungus. Our people don't care for fungus. I thought maybe they would. But they do not care for the fungus among us. Alright, wood is maxed. We've maxed our wood. Democratic whispers. A weird political ideology has spread amongst your most educated subjects. Democracy seems to offer no advantages compared to despotism that you can see, but your citizens seem to think it has merit. While the movement is in its infancy, it would not take much to focus on it other than more deserving despots. Oh. Interesting. It's like a little event. So we could focus this on other despots end harm relations, or remove the leader of the democratic people. Let's disappear their leader. No. What's the harm? What's the harm? Ignore them. Movement quickly grows in size, though they remain a minority. Unless something agitates them further, your subjects should remain content with your rule. Oh. Nearby rulers. Ah, nice. We got some opinion. That's okay. You can be a little bit disloyal. The loyalty is falling. Look at that. Oh. How long is this gonna last? Oh, 11 days. Okay, that's okay. Nobody's gonna, hopefully, use this as a time to harass us. I do see our food going down. Guys. Gotta work on that. And there's definitely some jobs that we could shrink. I see that we have plenty of weavers, so we can reduce this. To a 6. And I'm also going to reduce our clay a little bit. Clay? We have a net of a little bit extra, so we're going to do that. Just freeing some workers. We are going to have a lot of people have to work in the orchards and the pastures and stuff. So I think it's a good idea to focus on that if we can. We're adding a bunch more fishing and fooding and stuff, which is nice. How full is this? Oh, it's getting there. We can upgrade it, and then it won't be close to getting there. Okay, but don't you feel like this bakery could totally have a little warehouse somewhere? Where, you might ask? That's none of your business. I don't know. How small can a warehouse be? Could this be the warehouse? Like that? Or like this? I doubt it can be that small. Let's check. May a warehouse, a house of wares, be this size? It may. Okay, if we did that, would that be silly? I just feel like we could bring the grain over, and then these guys would just have a ready supply of grain here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Will you guys be mad if I just do that? Oh, they do seem mad. Uh-oh. Okay, but wait. But wait, guys. But wait. You say insulation 92, but I don't believe that, because I'm gonna have a different building here and then it's gonna be fine. Oh, is it a wall? Can you not have a door? Does it have to be? Room is poorly insulated. You are lying. You're lying. Like, why would you lie though? You know? Okay, wait, but then let's try warehouse. I do think it needs its own outside door. I don't think they want to be connected to each other. Oh no, that is what a door looks like. Insulation 12%? But you're next to a thing that's a wall. You're in a room that's closed. I don't understand why you would be so angry about this. Okay, let's build it. Let's see what the audience thinks. Is this silly? Insulation 92. Wait, oh, is it just missing a ceiling? Wait, are you missing a ceiling, Diva? Is that ceilingless room? Because we removed the wall. Oh no, it does have a ceiling. I think. You have a ceiling? Yeah. But why is it saying that it's poorly insulated? And what does that mean? Maybe we have that here. Degradation, accident rate. Insulation, workload. Is there an insulation icon? No. I just want to mouse over that. There's not even an icon for insulation. Area. Activity, list, encyclopedia. I don't like it being poorly insulated. That's the only problem I have with this. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this little antechamber. It's less open as a space. We don't. Anyway, so what I want to do here is basically just make this a grain, and you just pull from here. Bakery flour. We hire one person to do this, making our bakers walk around less. Oh, a super screenshot. Again at night. What did I do to deserve this? I even took a screenshot during the day to try and force it to be during the day. Room is poorly insulated. I'm gonna tell you. I hate you. Alright, so we're storing grain here, and then this grain, you're not gonna pick up loose grain. Prioritize fetching from all other storage rooms that are not prioritized within their radius. Oh. No, you just take specifically from those guys. Pullers. What is pullers? Oh, that's people who are taking stuff. When storing, this warehouse is close to outsiders. No one will use it as a source of goods. Okay. Good. I think we did it right. So these guys bring grain over there, and then this guy goes and collects grain over there. What are you doing? Walking to job. We would like to be allowed to wear more clothes. Once we were united as brothers, now everywhere I look I see green, red, and even blue faces. Now I'm not a racist, but some of these are a lower breed, my lord. My goodness. Sound like anybody you know? Okay, I just looked at the time. We gotta wrap up, but we did make the laboratory. So that was the lesson. That was today's objective. Still working on the mushroom farms. I don't know if I love this. I don't know if I love this. I'm gonna be very honest. Doesn't look like I love it. Maybe we should have done them side by side. Or something. It just looks like two brown turds. Well, we're gonna deal with those two brown turds in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. We're going to try to supply a good supply of food to our people and make sure that we don't starve into the next levels of what the game has to offer. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to do all the things that you do when you've enjoyed a video. Most importantly, recommend it to somebody because YouTube isn't going to. And you can always come say hi at twitch.tv/Lelling, where I stream 5 times a week. And don't forget to check out all the other stuff. Alright, that's going to be it for me. Have a lovely rest of your life, and remember, stay solidary. Bye!